Hey guys, welcome to the Sim Racing Paddock. I'm William Marsh, and we're taking a look at the version 1.25 release of GameStop Car Extreme by Reiza Studios. This long-anticipated update coincides with the release of GameStop Car Extreme on the Steam digital distribution platform. The update includes two new vehicles, the Metalmoro MR18 and the GX390 rental go-kart. The update also includes three new circuits. Johannesburg Historic, which is also known as Kailami, which was a former Formula 1 Grand Prix circuit, Ortona, which is a karting circuit with four layouts, and Guyana, which has been updated to its modern post-2014 layout. It was speculated this update would also bring in some new features, such as the enhanced tire and wing model. However, Reiza decided that these would be best implemented at a later date. However, for what we did get, it's a pretty sizable update, and I'm certainly happy with what we got. First, I decided to test out Johannesburg, which I chose the Formula V12 to drive it on. Yes, I know they didn't race that car there in real life, but I thought it would be a good match to drive it there. Boy, was I right! This car loves the high-speed corners that the circuit has, and if you nail the course right, you'll just fall into a rhythm that is amazing. The track can be very tricky at times, with some patchwork asphalt begging to mess up your corner. One thing I advise for the Formula V12 is to raise your ride height and stiffen the rear springs. That will keep the car from bottoming out on the straightaways at high speed. Next up, I took the rental karts for a spin at Ortona's second configuration. I was actually pleasantly surprised at how the karts reacted, especially in comparison to the other karts. The tire squeal sounds for the rental karts are distinctly different compared to the 125cc karts, as rental kart tires are usually quite old and worn out. You need to drive these completely different compared to the other karts, which is something I enjoy. Momentum is even more important in these karts, as the 4-stroke engine doesn't have much torque. I found these to be surprisingly addictive, and before I knew it, I had spent 25 minutes just hooning around on the track. I decided to test out the 125cc sprint karts on the same track, and it was a totally different experience. Not that it was a bad experience, I feel it just shows the dedication of what Reiza has done to create an authentic experience for both types of karting. Last, but definitely not least, I took the Metalmoro MR18 around the updated Guyana. I am also going to do a condensed review on this car and put it on our Sim Car Rankings board. The car is definitely a looker, both on the inside and out. Being in the cockpit of the car creates for an immersive experience that I feel pushes the ISI motor engine to the limit. It doesn't only extend to the model either, but the way the camera reacts to your steering. It just feels right. I give models a 13.5 out of 15 and the interior a 14 out of 15. The car truly shows what Reiza is capable of in terms of physics. The car feels like a lightweight mid-engine prototype should and is tricky to drive, featuring quite a bit of lift-off oversteer, if you're not careful. Once you get it down, it's a rewarding experience. I give the physics a 23 out of 25. The sounds for the car are alright, but compared to other Sims, they could sound dated in comparison. The exterior sounds, I feel, have some digitization, and that can detract from watching replays. I give sounds a 10 out of 15. GameStop Car Extreme, being based on the ISI Motor 2 engine, features a more fleshed out damage engine than some of the other modern racing sims. I feel that damaging the car is more authentic in GameStop Car, and the behavior of being damaged can be solid as well. There are some questionable aspects, like headlights turning on even when they have fallen off the car, but all in all, I feel the damage engine is quite solid. I scored it an 11 out of 15. The default setup for the car is quite tricky, to be honest. As I told you, the car has a tendency to oversteer, but it can be dialed in the setup. It is by no means undrivable, but the challenge is there. I score it a 7.5 out of 10. Paint schemes for the prototype are alright. I'm not particularly a fan of the Metalmoro name being pasted on the side of most of the cars, but I feel the schemes themselves look cool and have nice color mixed together. I scored them a 3.5 out of 5. That gives us a grand total of 82.5 out of 100. That is good enough for this car to move into second place. Reiza did a great job with this car, and I'm looking forward to spending many hours with it. That'll wrap up our video highlighting the version 1.25 release of GameStop Car Extreme. If you're interested in giving this sim a try, check out the Steam page in the description below. If you already own GameStop Car Extreme, you can also go to the official GameStop Car website. If you entered the email you used to purchase the sim, you'll get a free Steam key. What is your favorite part of the newest GameStop Car Extreme update? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked this video, please press the thumbs up button below and subscribe to our channel. Check us out at www.simracingpaddock.com, where you can check out our daily blog full of sim racing news and info. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter so you can stay in the know on the latest going on in sim racing. For the Sim Racing Paddock, I'm William Marsh, and you have a great rest of your day.